You know what? It's time to go live. Thank you for using the new Dunamis emote. Still reeling from it. The fact that I'm now using Dunamis is fitting in a way. Welcome! As you can see here, here's my main split. I've updated it to include everything up to the end of the clear boss fight inside Ordis Mansion. So from today on, we will pick up starting with the fragments. So we will save these splits and close it all, and we'll edit a new one. So we'll call it Protocol Steel 4. This is still any percent turbo, any percent PC, turbo normal. So our first split for our practice purposes, it's all the fragments, and then everything up to Ordis. So today, we'll see how far we can reasonably get. We usually do about 10-20 minutes of the practice footage and learn from it, and then move on from there. So let's bring up the video. Boop. There it is. This is with them on the ground, and we'll learn as much as we think we can absorb in one session. And we'll start our practices.
I did more damage too. So you kind of want to skip at the same time. Once you reach 50% HP on the human enemies, they'll have some dialogue. You can skip that, but you also want, if you have multiple ones, you want to skip that in one go.
Hold up.
Some dialogue.
That was so fast.
You can skip
What
that.
did he take?
But you also want, if you have multiple ones, you want to skip that in one go.
Wait, he actually just filled all 4 slots in one click. What in the world? How do you do that?
Time I didn't want. If you have multiple ones, you want to skip that in one.
That was 1 frame. Oh, he clicked the random button. I didn't even know that button existed. Did you guys know there's a random button here? I didn't.
One go. So I kind of skipped the dialogue, but at the same time, I didn't really get double kill. Wrong part. I'm a bit too ahead. So quick detour. Doing this side quest.
Slow down, my man. I'm having trouble spelling distillery, and you're like halfway done this quest.
So quick detour.
So this quest takes you to Dwight's in Parm.
Doing this side quest.
Gandalf and Eren.
Some brave stuff.
While you're at Gandalf, make brave stones.
Enough for this act.
Merkaba, lounge, weapons shop. Turning the quest.
And we're back on track.
Oh, that was fast. Commence the operation.
Shower so I can commence right away.
So, operation. This is the Saint Arc operation. Choose Fee in the opening prompt. Take Angelica and Laura.
Party positions right now don't matter because they will be readjusted anyway.
Okay, so don't bother adjusting parties.
君たちは先日来てるんだな。
ええ、得意点を探しに。ふふん、教官よりも
Well, I guess, story, right? Mostly really trying to fix things up right now. So, if you guys weren't aware, there's almost soon a war about to happen between Rabonia and other nations. So we're trying to gather some allies while trying to fix up some things too. Like ways to prevent the war.
Okay, so let me summarize that entire sequence. So run to Saint Arc. A cutscene will take you to Cathedral District. Speak to our Conceal members. Then go to Noble, April Inn, Luna Crest. After Luna Crest, you'll be taken to the fortress. And then you're in Dragnor Fortress.
Alright, so here I can finally
Trigger the initial cutscene. Walking into the door. Start menuing.
do my
Laura position 1. Reem position 2.
team.
Angelica 3. Agate 4.
Since Fee or Sarah leaves the party, which I want to pick here.
Great, go left for the switch.
Forgot to do that.
Holy shit, man.
Or Sarah leaves the party.
That's so
which
fast.
I want to pick here.
Hold on, 0.25 time.
Forgot to do that. Again on equipping.
Give Angelica, Minotauro, Sub, unequip Yuna and Kurt's main MQs.
Yes,
There we
you
go.
must watch this so I don't get their level ups. The war is lying closer to exactly.
Crimson Break BO on first fight. Use Angelica and Laura's as breaks.
I'm not kidding when I'm saying this game is just like Call of Steel 2. Same formula, similar.
Grab the all Sepet's chest in the room right after the fight.
Events and so on. Here I gotta wait a little for CP for Angelica. So Angelica right now has access to a master quartz called Emblem EX. It's called EX because she's more like a guest character, and those characters have like their master quartzes locked in, but their sub master quartz is not locked in, so you can change that. And that basically does, it has HP, AP, and CP recovery on the field while moving, which is really good.
Okay, hold on, I looked away.
She's more like a guest character, and those characters have like their master quartzes locked
Vent?
in, but their sub master quartz is not locked in, so you can change that. And that basically does, it has HP, AP, and CP recovery on the field while moving, which is really good. Later on, we'll get one of that for ourselves as well.
Feed
Also,
EP
the
charge
master
4 to Laura. That was EP charge 4, right?
really good.
Yeah.
Later on, we'll get one of that for ourselves as well. Also, the Master Quartz has a double drop rate if you get the last hit or you break the enemy with the character. So, okay, this is fine. I forgot the Chrono Burst.
Chrono Burst, Leonis Kiss, the third, fourth fight.
That's why you'll see me trying to last hit with Angelica. As many enemies as possible because these enemies can drop you materials. And
Right, okay. Try to have Angelica last hit as much as possible for Emblem.
new materials are really needed for me because I need to get as many brave stones as possible. And here's another mech.
Now's the Allen fight. Take Yuna.
And here's another mech fight.
Bravestone.
Let's take quite
Oh, that's interesting. Gravestone once defend until Laura.
some time to get our turns here. Once we're good to go, we're just... Let's take quite some time to get our turns here. Once we're good to go.
Crescent slash on
only
Allen
one
and then
shot
unite.
them.
And they're all dead, okay. Okay.
将軍たちの気持ちが痛いほどわかるな。
似たようなことが全ての師団で起こってるなら確かにたまったものじゃないですよね。よいしょよいしょ。
We're almost there. Yep, that's the remaining door here.
This place
So
seems
for the
very
next fight,
confusing.
we really want to go
navigate.
first. If we do not go first, we still can kinda, yeah,
Chrono vs.
compensate.
Leonis.
Because we need to get the last hits on these enemies. And let's say Craig goes first. The dude with the orange here. He will empower turn 1. And when enemies are empowered, they take reduced damage.
Ah, okay. Olaf in Har's turn 1, right, okay. So we do need to emblem farm them. So the order is Chrono Burst, Chrono Burst, Blast Force. Wait, do you Blast Force before or after?
Almost kinda, yeah, compensate.
Chrono Force, Blast Force, Leonis. Ice Break, Angelica last.
Because we need to get the last hits on these enemies. And and let's say Craig goes first. The dude with the orange here, he will empower turn 1, and when enemies are empowered, they take reduced damage, but at the same time they take more break damage. So like I mentioned, emblem, either you break the enemy. If you break the enemy, you get double drop. But let's say if you don't break, like you break the enemy with the wrong person. Wait, we'll reset. I need to select right party members here.
I was listening to his explanation about what to do if Olaf goes turn 1.
If you break the enemy with the wrong person, and let's say you get the last hit with the emblem person, you won't get double drop. Numbers here.
Oh, you're doing the dolls quest. Okay.
If you break the enemy with the wrong person, and let's say you get the last hit with the emblem person, you won't get double drop. So yeah. Another quest, but this time this might look somewhat familiar. Basically it's Blue Blank's side quest, but the ending is a bit unexpected. So this is why we grabbed the teleport location now, since we have to return here. And there's one more thing I need to equip. The Lado.
Hold up, what? Did he just menu?
And there's one more thing I need to equip. The Lado.
Okay.
So we get to fight these dolls. Turns out this is actually not the work of Blue Blank.
What was the second S break he used?
Fight these dolls. Turns out.
Okay, Reen, Duvali, Angelica.
This is actually not the work of Blue Blank. It's definitely a twist when you find out it was a different person. Okay, don't need to rest. There will be an end.
So apparently dolls is the
On the
fastest
way.
quest, huh?
So this is one of the more annoying parts where... Okay, don't need to rest. There will be an inn on the way. So this is one of the more annoying parts. Where all the party members are already locked in. No selection at all. So I cannot bring someone like Laura that has the superior recovery lost art. This is the only part where I was considering making Reen as the lost art user, but you do get emblem in this part. So it kind of compensates. It's a bit annoying since you have to do a lot of switching around with the monster forces. So here, we mostly rest, not really just for the CP, but for the BP. Like there are Brave Seeds, and Brave Souls that basically restore BP for us, but we're kind of limited with what we currently have. We'll definitely be using them later in the run. But right now we're on the way to Leaves, the town where the academy is, where we were in Cold Steel 3. Just like in Cold Steel 2, we're going back to Trista. Also, it's kind of unfortunate you could not visit Trista in this game.
Ashen music as breakdown to ambush.
そういえば湖に変な名前の怪物がいるそうですね。
ああ、ガッシーだったか?
Which build do I have on my party? I'm not sure how to answer that. Everyone has Tauros basically, and random forces that
No
they have.
chests. Just run to
Alright,
Leaves.
so here.
Oh shit, there are
sneakily
chests in
enough,
Leaves, huh?
Randy comes. Everyone has Tauros basically, and random
So at Leaves West, Randy joins.
forces that they have. Alright, so here.
Randy joins, kick out Ash for Randy, and Muse for Tita.
Luckily enough, Randy comes up and joins our party.
Give okay, well, give Minotauros to Randy.
Out of nowhere.
Unequip his actions 3.
Alright, so here, sneakily enough,
Ooh, this is an
Randy
interesting
comes
menu.
up and joins our party. Out of nowhere.
So that's Minotauros Tita. I equip Reen's cast 2, and I believe that was tier R.
So here I gotta put... equip some speed on Reen, Chrono Burst. And Love Fort. And we're...
Did I see that right?
out of nowhere. So here I gotta equip some speed on Reen, Chrono Burst, and
Okay, just hit
Love
2 and
Fort,
Chrono Burst,
and
strike
we're
2
good
into
to
La
go.
Forte. Just gonna replay that one last time, just to make sure.
So here I gotta equip some speed on Reen, Chrono Burst, and Love Fort, and we're good to go.
Okay.
So yeah, the master course that I got recently, Kaleido, that I equipped on the Reen, it gives more Sepith, and it also gives more XP on the equipped person. And as you know, if you played the games, Reen's level
Was that the Shapo?
is quite important, because for the Divine Knight bells, the higher your level are, the more stats your Divine Knight has. Of course, some party members do get auto-leveled up in this game for the Divine Knight bells.
Storm the campus.
Like, Crow can compensate some damage, but still, more HP, more attack is still welcome. And it does help with the consistency.
Yeah, there are chests in here.
So here we go out of the way to grab the emblem chest. Not optimal.
Oh, this is gonna test how well I know the Leafs campus. The answer is not at all.
But we need this since we're limited on our CP recovery. Grab the emblem chest. Not optimal, but we need this since we're limited on our CP recovery.
I'm just gonna assume that was Agate and Tita. Well, not Agate, that was Randy. Whoops, Randy and Tita. Swap out Randy for Reen and Tita for Altina. Enter the main building.
So normally they could just give us the people we're looking here to rescue, but instead the academy decided, you know, we'll give you a challenge. Overcome these challenges and then we might consider you
Use all for S-Break was Reen last because he has emblem.
giving them to you. That's why we're running around on this academy, fighting these random battles. Took the new card.
Ooh, that's interesting. Bring Unisoldat. Swap the two co-pilots. Is it the same strat? Nope.
Okay, that was really lucky. 90% failed me.
Oh. Oh shit, Crescent Flash is a 90%? Oh no. Well, I do know the sequence here though. So you start by attack Mary's arm, then double Bravestone. Kurt buff, Crescent, slash into Unite. That must be what he's planning, but if this fails, what do you do?
Got lucky, alright. Alright, this works out.
Finish with Gemini.
So we used the craft that has 90% chest to balance because every R stance is that right in that battle is just 75% to balance. So you might as well go for the 90%.
I keep saying Agate because I just by default associate Agate with Tita, but no, it's Randy and Tita. They should be 200 CP by now.
Yeah.
What the hell did he just do? That seemed a little bit more complex than that.
Balance. So you might as well go for the 90%.
Also change. Back to Kaleido.
Alright. So yeah. And yeah.
Okay. I think I got what he was trying to do there. Which door is this? Hold on, I'm sorry.
So we use the craft that has 90% chest to balance because every R stance is that right in that battle is just 75% to balance. So you might as well go for the 90%, you know? Alright, Sophia. And yeah, emblem. So
What did he use? Brave Seed.
So one neat thing about Kaleido with the additional XP, I mean not XP, but well, XP is nice. With the additional Sapip is it scales. So basically, the more Sapip the enemy drops normally, the more Sapip you'll get from Kaleido procs. And Rain's Ascrap definitely procs a lot of the Sapip since it has a lot of multi-hit from Kaleido procs. And
Is it the same
Rain's
sequence?
Ascrap definitely procs a lot of the Sapip since it has a lot of multi-hit.
Back to emblem. Is it the same pattern as Mary?
A lot of the Sapip since it has a lot of multi-hit.
Oh my god. It's the exact same sequence.
90%. Here we go again.
I'm impressed.
Wait, just go. That was the wrong stance. Okay, Yuna, goodbye.
So that's the same sequence as Mary.
Selected the wrong part on the Hector. Bell quartz stacking. Not in any percent. Maybe it's a thing in the no ass crap route if there's gonna be one. And then you gotta consider, do you wanna do the no ass crafts because Gilbert is the thing?
Oh my god, I'm dreading this part. This is the part that makes me wonder, is like, oh, do I really want to learn this game? Ein Hell Keep. Oh. This is the section that makes me go like, Am I sure I want to do the speedrun? Because screw the keep. Oh my god.
Consider, do you wanna do no S crafts? Because Gilbert is the thing.
攻略を開始しよ
それでは失礼します
But yeah. With Taurus, and we're good with the menus for rest of this part of the act.
よいしょよいしょ
So we got a quite lengthy dungeon with a lot of baby traps.
うと思ったか
私の番ですさてと
じじい
I'm gonna have to be very, very quiet and learn this entire route.
似たようなエリアがいくつかありますどうかお気をつけて
So I like to call this dungeon basically run around and the NPCs will talk over you all the time.
私の番です
How am I supposed to learn this layout, man?
やっ
Hold on, let me bring up a map of Hell Keep. Let me get a... Let me see if I can learn this place a little bit more precisely. Dude, what is this map? I'm in pain. Oh. Not even the wetlands scared me nearly as much as this place. What actually is this map even? Oh wait, that's the midpoint? Oh wait, I'm not even looking at the right map. Okay. Okay. Well, can't avoid it forever.
And then you gotta consider, do you wanna do no S crafts? Because Gilbert is the thing.
攻略を開始しよ
それでは失礼します
But yeah. With Taurus, and we're good with the menus for rest of this part.
I'm gonna write a very concise guide through this place for myself. Take the first vent. Disable this trap and move forward. Smash the pillars directly ahead with Altina and loot the chests.
There.
よいしょよいしょ
So we got a quite lengthy dungeon with a lot of
This is
baby
EP trap room
traps.
うと思ったか
私の番ですさてと
じじいやってくれんじゃねえか
この先も似たようなエリアがいくつかありますどうかお気をつけて
So I like to
Turn around and go left.
call this dungeon basically run around and the NPCs will talk
Take the
over
event
you
at the
all the
end.
time.
なんでこんなとこ
Since you're going
Vent leads to EP Trap 2.
this fast, NPCs barely can keep up with you. The dialogue.
Climb the life ladder.
Yes.
いや
解除できたか
The vent is to the right.
Yeah, the main reason why I switched to Altina is mostly because of those gates there.
よし解除できたか
So after the vents, run directly ahead and smash the pillars.
Yeah, the main reason why I switched to Altina is mostly because of
Take the next vent.
those gates there. You need a specific weapon type. There are like
Take the right fork.
different like weapon type damages, I should say, I guess.
And open the lock.
And Altina has one of them that will always break them weapon type damages, I should say, I guess. And Altina has one of them that will always
Jump down the ladder.
break them. Like for example, ring cannot
It's to the left. I should say to the left.
smash that gate. Okay.
次に行こ
I failed to get the initial hit there, but yeah, you wanna do an assault attack on them so you can escape right away.
Ah, okay. Those guys block the door.
Okay.
う次に行こ
I failed to get the initial hit there, but yeah, you wanna do an assault attack on them so you can escape right away. It's impossible to avoid those two enemies. They will always aggro and
Got it.
follow you. Here's our Stratos from Coastal 3. No one likes that guy. And we don't have to fight him.
おいおいまたあのトラップじゃねえだろうな
Stratos in the Coastal 3 was pain.
新規のトラップが別の場所にありますバズル的な構造のフロアにもなっているのでご注意戦闘を開始し
うこ
ます
うよし次に行こ
Alright, well, we gotta turn on the lights.
予想の斜め上でしたね
Nothing too difficult.
さすがに容赦なさすぎじゃねえか
My brain.
様でした近くの敵にはご注意をこの先にもう一箇所あるので備えていてください
Holy shit, my brain. It's gonna explode looking at this.
解除できましたしかしすごい発明ですね
Altina is really amazed by this mechanism.
有意義なことに使ってくれ
I'm pretty sure you could turn off the lights before, like, this is not a new invention.
I'm gonna cry.
つかめてきやがったな
Light switches, yeah.
I'm actually gonna cry.
that's
What the hell is
pretty
this,
amazing,
man?
isn't it?
うおっと奥への道が開いたか
ええそこを飛び降りて先ほどの端末を戻してください
Alright, that's the last
も
one.
しかしてこれでやっとはい終点へのルートが確保された状態になります迂回して仮想に降りればめでたくレベルクリアですね
What the hell? What was that entire section?
Break,
Uh,
them. Like, for example, Ring cannot smash that gate.
I guess I'll do my best.
I failed to get the initial hit there, but yeah, you wanna do an assault attack on them, so you can escape right away. It's impossible to avoid those two enemies. They will always aggro and follow you. Here's our Stratos from Coastal 3. No
I don't
light
even know
step down,
Dragnor, let alone this place.
and we don't have to fight him.
Okay, down the ladder, left, right,
Stratos in the Coastal 3 was
Ladder.
pain.
新規のトラップは別の場所にあります。
right. Down the ladder. Last left. First right. Ladder. Right. Dark trap 1. Disable the dark trap.
こうよし次に行こ
Alright, well, we gotta turn on the lights.
予想 この斜め上でしたね。
Nothing too
Left after the bend.
difficult.
さすがに容赦なさすぎじゃねえか。
近くの敵にはご注意を。この先にもう一箇所あるので備えていてください。ええ。 解除できました。しかし、すごい発明ですね。
Altina is really amazed by this mechanism. I'm pretty sure you could turn off the lights before, like, this is not a new invention.
なんとなくつかめてきやがったな。
Light switches? Yeah, that's pretty amazing, isn't it?
うおっと奥への道が開いたか
ええ。そこを飛び降りて先ほどの端末を戻してください。
Alright, that's the last one.
これでやっと。はい。終点
Good fucking luck to me, man.
された状態になります。迂回して仮想に降りればめでたくレベルクリアですね。
Alright, here I'll do save to save because I need to get the last hit here on the boss. Alright, first of all, Tita,
行くぞ
then Order,
マイル
some Sepith,
避けない
そんな。
and Altina gets to finish off the boss.
Here goes.
Orbital light switches, yeah. Just like the orbital bike. Don't say a bike, it's an orbital bike.
Okay, stop. That's all. That's all. Like I could go on to Pentagram, but I keep melting my brain. I can't. I have to stop there. Let me revise my notes. What is the last course I gave out Tina? There's so much menuing to do. Holy crap. Dude, what even is this? Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're not gonna get anywhere by complaining. that this is too hard. Just gotta press onwards. So let's make some splits first. How many fights did we learn? So the first boss today is Dreknor. So that's Olaf and Neidhart. The next fight is oh, I should make an earlier split than that. We'll make our first split Alan, because that's after all the force fights. So that's Olaf and Neidhart. And now it's Mary, Makarov, Michael. That's the order? Yeah, these are the bosses that we learned today. Let's delete the fragments and we're just gonna start with Alan. Okay, let's give it a shot. I will most definitely need my notes for all of this. So let me just put my notes up on the other screen. Let's start. I'm gonna go really slow. These are not easy notes. Shower. Go to Ulster, Stein Roads. Accept the request and go to Parm. Where's Parm? Then we go to Aaron. And while we're here, now what? Now we go to Merkaba Lounge. Oh, whoops. Turn the quest in. At Ulster. So they take Fee in this first prompt. And we take Laura and Angelica. Now we run to St. Arc.
St. Arc は左手か。君たちは先日来てるんだな。
ええ、得意点を探しに。ふふん、教官よりもこの
This will take you to Cathedral? Speak to Arc and Seal. guess we can just run to Noble. We don't have to fast travel necessarily. This is Fiona. Luna Crest. Holy shit, camera, stop freaking out. This will take us to Draknor. So walk in to trigger the cutscene. This will bring Agate into the party. Now we Laura. And by Laura I mean now we menu. Angelica 3, Agate 4. Give Angelica more clothes. And unequipped Yuna and Where's the first fight?
さすがにクラウソラスでも破壊は厳しそうですね。軍の最新設備、容赦はせぬ。
That's not it.
まだ
We weren't supposed to hit that. Whoops. Okay, let's try that again. This little machine is really hard to shake, is what I'm gathering. Look at him! Wow, okay. That's annoying. So this fight, what do we do?
やれやれ、タイプじゃないな。
Use Laura and Angelica? And then we go grab the all separate chest right after this room.
さすが帝国軍最強の師団兵というか。
一人一人の連動は僕たちより。
この程度恐るるに足らぬ。
So this is Chrono Burst.
私の番だな。
Venus Kiss. Do it again.
我が道を行く。よし。
隠しだ。
まだま。
Oh, Speed Laura EP card 4.
生き返るな。
Vent into the switch.
なんでこんなとこ。
せい。
Getting the hang of it, kind of. Chrono Burst.
任せるがよい。
Venus Kiss.
俺の番だな。アルゼイドです。よし。
隠しだ。
まだ。
Oh, shoot, the vent.
よいしょ。よいしょ。
強敵か。注意しないとな。
Pretty sure Angelica was supposed to kill a lot more people than that.
かし赤毛のクライグか。モルガンのじいさん以上かもな。
モルガン将軍。
ユナ。Take Laura.
俺の番だな。
So we Gravestone?
感謝しよーし。
マイル。
No, we're just like
私の
Laura buff.
私の番ね。
ありがとう。行くぞ。今だ。
This should go. Nice. That's sick. That's a sick strat. Wait, I'm supposed to go this way.
将軍たちの気持ちが痛いほどわかるな。
似たような。
未熟だ。
It's over.
ところで。
すまないみんな。やれやれ参ったね。
任されました。
頑張るよ。
撤退戦域を離脱します。
Wow, if I misclick that land, it's actually over. Are you kidding me?
将軍たちの気持ちが痛いほどわかるな。
似たようなことが全ての師団で起こってるなら。
確かにたまったものじゃないですよね。
What is that chest? Do I need it?
よいしょ
Let's grab it for
よ
curiosity.
いしょ。
Oh, probably don't need it.
強敵だな。面白い。
第4の紋章。
Chronoburst, Blast Burst, Leon's Kiss. Chronoburst,
行くぞ。
Blast Force,
私の番だな。
Leon's Kiss.
ある。
これ。やるな。見事だ。
我が道を行く。ただ。よし。
各種好きよ。
まだ。
ランクアップだ。皇妃様からの賜り物だよ。
Okay, so that's not so bad. That part's easy. So take... Ah, frick. Yuna, Jubilee, Angelica Tita. Swap Angelica to slot 3. Go to the hotel. Wait, you're not... Ah yes, Rima Bella. Who could this be? Whoops, whoops. Up the stairs you go. Ammo roll 2. If I can find it. Fortunately, I know where that spot is. Let me go to Aaron. Oh, so this is where I've been screwing myself over, huh? Yeah, I remember now. I have to do this at the start of a run. So if I don't do this, yeah, that's where this thing disappears. Got it. Ah. I've been forgetting to do that. Enter and go to the depths. Oops.
覚悟しやがれですわ。よし。
Swap Green and Ash, Altina and Muse.
「この先の線路をくぐると街道に出るぜ。
右方面に向かうとすぐミルサンテね。
オーバルギアの調子も確認しておくといい。
了解です。
This is gonna take way more than one run for me to learn. I can already tell. This is not easy to learn at all. Easily gonna take more than one attempt. Because Jesus Christ. Well, I'll take this time, go to the next page of my notes.
一息つけたな。
Go back to the entrance and go to Lake Lullaby Road. Oh, that's Grenville. Whoops. Oh my lord, where am I going?
あ、フェンスがありますね。
There's something to be said about the absurdity of this situation too. Oh lord. Oh,
そういえば湖に変な名前の怪物がいるそうですね。
ああ、ガッシ
This is
ー
not
だ
the
っ
way
た
to
か。
leaves rest.
確かに何かが潜んでいてもおかしくない雰囲気だ。
So wait until Randy joins and then we menu. Randy joins you here. Now we menu. Well, how do we menu? Click out Ash for Randy. And do this. Give Minotauros to Randy and then equip his action 3. Give Minotauros to Tita. Give unequipped Leaves. What? Unequipped Leaves. Cast to Tita R. Sapphire having speed. Unequip this for Chrono Burst. And unequip this for the Forte. Is that how it goes? Yes. Now we go to Leaves. Enter the dorm. Nine Valley. Nine Valley's this way. Storm the campus. Oh, it's easier to leave around Nine Valley, I see. What a twisty turning road. Randy and Peter expert. I'm sorry, what? Music for Tita? I swapped in the wrong member. Oh, that's tragic. I was like, that's why my notes didn't make sense. That's why it's out of order. I swapped in the wrong member. Whoops. Alright, let's try that again. Oh, all the way here? Oh, you're too kind. Oh. You're too kind to me. All the way here.
この先の線路をくぐると街道に出るぜ。
右方面に向かうとすぐミルサンテね。
オーバルギアの調子も確認しておくといい。
了解です。
Can you not fast travel? You actually can't. Oh wait. Yeah, I can just do this. Oh wait, actually food for thought. Isn't it faster to just menu out? Like, after you talk to them, you come here. Isn't it faster to just leave this way? Sure is. Okay, resist the urge to fast travel out of Milsante. I've done this so many times. Ash runs funny in his turbo. What is that?
そういえば湖に変な名前の怪物がいるそうですね。
ああ、ガッシーだったか？
確かに何かが潜んでいてもおかしくない雰囲気。
Okay, let's not fuck up the menu. Yeah, okay, this feels much better. That's much better. Oh, this is faster. Whoops. Alright, gotta remember to do that. So much new muscle memory to build. My goodness. Left, left, left. Good.
Yes.
Down the corner. Go get it, boy. Go get it. So Jessica, I'm happy. Yeah. All right. What do we do with this? So, give this sub. So they can start regenerating, and then what? Also give the Reen in the main slot. I forgot to switch into Kaleido! I'm such an idiot! Oh my god! Swap out Randy for green. Either for Alpina. Fast travel back to the front entrance. Into the main building. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I screwed up the start. Oh no. I literally have the notes with me and I messed it up. Oh my god, please.
敵発見制圧します
Use all 4S break 3 last. Let's travel to the academy field. And enter the hangar. This is the hangar. Oh, not the hangar, the platform into the storehouse. This is Mary. Call Unisoda, swap it to co-pilots. Oh, this is attacker arm. Gravestone? There should be a then fast travel to pool. Swap this and this. This should be done. So change ourselves back to Minotaurals. What do I do? Change this to Sophia. And then change this to Emblem. Oh, change this to Kaleido. Oh, I fucked it up already. No, because in that process, oh, we did shuffle Mobius on. Into the room. Blast Force and Brave Seed. Triple S Brave. Blast Force. Brave Seed.
Yeah.
Triple S break. Now we change him back to Emblem. And fast travel to the Academy field. Rush in, call Unisoda, do the exact same strat. Literally even the arm. Hello? Excuse me? Can I get another What the hell? What was that? That was 6 hits? 6 hits, 1 unbalanced. This guy's a machine. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Hold on.
行くぞ。
私の番ね。
ありがとう。ありがとう。
よし。
俺の番だな。今だ。
That's impressive, honestly.
ガラ空きだ。
少々きった
マイル。
なんとかしなきゃ。
よし。
俺の番だな。
ピンチです。まだまだチャンス。
Alright, good enough. Whatever. Whatever.
どんなもんよ。
Alright, now Einhell, keep. Oh, right, criminal. Okay, here we go. Einhell, keep. Let's see if I remember this place.
それでは参りましょうか。
The answer is already no. Where am I going?
なんでこんなとこ。
俺の番だな。
私の番です。
止まったか。じじい、やってくれんじゃねえか。
この先も
Okay, so we
似
need
た
to
ようなエ
smash
リア
this
がいくつ
fence
かあります。
dead ahead. Grab this
どう
chest.
かお気をつけて。
Take this. And then at the end.
これは狭いな。
ってまた。
強敵発見。
Oh, hello.
警戒してください。
Up the ladder. At least we get to pop the synchronicity. Synchronicity, I mean.
よし。
いや、
解除できた。
But you know, getting lost in here might not be too bad.
PP 吸収フィールド。すごい発明だとは思いますけど。
強敵か。面白い。
Take a fork.
これは狭いな。
Turn the switch.
いや、
ここ。
PP 吸収。
畳みかけるぞ。
次に行こ
Oops. Altina, no. Get out. Get out. There we go. Up the ladder. Oh, no, 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 this way. Nope, not this way. Excuse me? Which way is the right way? Oh no, most definitely not here. Huh? Huh? Oh, I see. Good point.
強敵か。警戒を。
If we can get to the dark trap one, then
おいお
we're
い
in the right place.
またあのトラップじゃねえだろうな。
Last left, first right.
いえ、そこにはありませんが、新規のトラップが別の場所にあります。パズル的な構造のフロアにはなっているのでご注意を。
了解。
Turn the lights on.
ギミックには注意して進もう。
No, no, not here.
とっとと終わらせるぞ。マイル、おい、とっととずらか回り込まれたか。
それでは失礼します。
Oh, she has ammo. She'll be fine.
強敵発見。
来たか。
強敵です。
ここ
支援してください。
次に行こ
That's such a tight corner. Got it. Now we go turn the lights
強
off.
敵。
う。歯ご
No,
たえ
that's not the lights.
次に行こ
No, come on. Where is the light switch? There's the light switch.
解除できました。しかし、すごい発明ですね。
Now we do
少し有意義なことに使ってくれたらいいのに。
now we do this that I don't quite understand how to navigate yet.
今更なのではないかと。
こら、聞こえているぞ。
What? Nope, nope, not it, not it. I'm lost. Is it up? Yep, it's up.
強そうな敵。注意しないと。
おっと、
いや、
奥への道が開いたみたいだが。
どこにも行けなくなってしまったみたいですね。
手強いぞ。ここは引くぞ。俺とそんじゃまたな。
Where am I going? Where am I going? I have no idea where I'm going. Where was I last? Okay, retrace my steps, retrace the steps. Go here, here, there's the dark room, run across this platform, up. Is it left? Okay, this seems right. This seems right.
なんとなくつかめてきやがったな。
ええ、次は奥への道を開く端末でしょうか。
What kind of place is this? I have no idea what I'm doing.
おっと、
いや、
奥への道が開いたか。
ええ、そこを飛び降りて、先ほどの端末を戻してください。
Hold on, Tio, jump down? What do you mean jump down? Oh, okay, okay, this way. No, this is the right way, right? Tio, you're not faking me out? What do you mean jump down, Tio?
いや、もしかしてこれでやっと。はい、終点へのルートが確保された状態になります。
Catch him, Dunamis, yeah,
お返し
baby,
で
we're
仮
out
想
of
においては
here!
めでたくレベルクリアです。チャージ完了です。
I'm not supposed. No, am I supposed to grab that?
もうひと踏ん張り。
I don't know if I was. Oh wait, that's not where the depth is. This is where the
これに
depth
て
is.
レベル X は
Hold up. Hold up. I'm pretty sure I botched that in like the worst way imaginable. Let me just go back to the video real quick. Were you supposed to grab that last chest? So you grabbed this one. I got that one.
So I like to call this dungeon basically run around and the NPCs will talk over you all the time. Since you're going this fast, NPCs barely can keep up with you. The dialogue.
This is educational. Don't worry about it. I'm just seeing if you actually grab any other chests in this place. You definitely smash this because this is required to go forward. So that's not a chest. You don't grab that one. You vent here and you take the right intersection.
You need a specific weapon type. There are like
You don't go straight. Going straight is a trap.
Weapon type damages, I should say.
Open this lock. Good. Okay, that part's good.
Altina has one of them that will always break
Okay, so I know this part. We'll skip forward.
Initial hit there.
A speedrun within a speedrun, yeah, exactly.
And a soul attack on
I need to
them.
know how to get back
You can
up. I
escape
got
right
lost
away.
here.
It's impossible to
So,
avoid those two
climb
enemies.
up?
They will always aggro
Right.
and follow you.
Right. Okay, got it. Alright, now you take the dark room, dark trap 1. I know you don't grab any chests in here. There aren't any chests.
Nothing too difficult.
So you go red platform, purple. This triggers dark trap 2. Come in here and get the powder. I did grab the powder. Turn the lights on.
Altina is really amazed by
Okay, this is the first mechanism. That's correct. I got this one.
I'm pretty sure you
Red,
can turn off
yellow.
the lights
Red, yellow.
before, like, this is not a new invention.
Red, yellow, switch. And then blue, blue. Blue, blue. Okay.
Light switches.
Blue, blue platform
That's
trigger.
pretty amazing, isn't it?
Then blue, blue again. Cool. So after you reset it all, you find this ladder and you jump down. Do you grab anything? Do you grab anything? You don't. You don't. You just go to depths. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, let's resume the speedrun. You do need to safety save here though. Let me check my notes. Altina must get the last hit on Michael. Okay. So, Altina must get the last hit on Michael.
互いに全力を尽くすぞ。
行きますわ。
盾を守れ。お返しだ。
This is right. What the heck? I don't think any of this is supposed to be happening.
マジかよ。
This doesn't seem right. This seems very wrong.
任せな。
Oh wait, they actually killed one. Oh, good job, guys. Good job, guys. You actually killed one. Oh, hold on. I need to lower the game volume on my on my output. There we go. Yeah. Go, Ash. You got this. Alright, never mind. Ash doesn't got this. Alright, let's try this again. That's why you safety save.
So.
So this is Blast Force. Lean. Vandal. And Altina. Got him. That's how that's supposed to go. Ah yes, the 48-minute segment. 42-minute segment. Not supposed to take that long. Not even close. I'm like double the time that I should be at. But that's because I had to like stop the speedrun to make sure I wasn't messing up. So I can give myself a pass on that. Okay, let's try this again. Let's reset back to the earliest save point and try all of this again. Time starts when I hit load. think you just immediately shower and leave. Fortunately, this part is pretty fast. And then Merkava. Now you go back to Ulster, slide rolls, turn the quest in. That split is not supposed to happen. Hold on. I misclicked and I split by accident. Clear times. Let's try that again. Yeah, let's try that again. That wasn't supposed to happen. Whoops. Parm, why are you so hard to click on? No, no, not the bridge. No, not the bridge. It's the lounge. Yeah. I don't remember who you take. Whoops. Should have figured that out, huh? I'll figure it out. I remember now. I'm barely remembering. Just my brain is hanging on by a thread. I help broke me, man. Einhell broke me so much. That place is not meant for mortals to travel. Then after a very lengthy cutscene, we're in Drakenor Fortress. We trigger this cutscene, so we do this, then we do this, then we do this, then we do this. Nope, then we do this, and then we do this, and Toros, unequip, unequip. So that little machine is going to chase me all the way in here. I don't want to get into a battle with it. First fight. Was I not supposed to do this? Oh fuck! I messed up. I messed up. Oh man, this gets so much more technical when Angelica joins you, huh? Okay. Let's do all this again. This run suddenly became a lot more technical. Oh, I'm not prepared. It's all Emblem's fault. Why did they have to make that master course? It's all Emblem's fault. I blame Emblem. So now I have to do every fight in a way that maximizes Emblem farming, which can be difficult. No, that turd's too close to me. This little drone's gonna chase me all the way in here. Crimson Break, TY. Kick. Perfect. That's the way the supposed to be done. Oh, I'm upset at myself, honestly, for forgetting that, but... Now we wait, go. Chrono Burst. Venus Kiss. I should have Angelica go first then. I think Angelica going first is better. Vent. Unfortunately, despite earlier impressions, the menuing so far doesn't seem to be particularly brutal. However, I will double check. If I forgot something, this is just bad habits, right? No, I didn't miss anything. So once again, Chrono Burst. Save. That seems like the right order. Angelica got a lot of kills there. And then we do Alan. Alan is fortunately easy if we don't fail the 90%. If we fail the 90%, I actually don't know the backup. Let's pray. Join hands in prayer. We have to hit a 90% critical rate. So this is not Gravestone. Descend. Gravestone. Descend. How's Reen so slow? Hello? Would you like to move, Reen? Perfect. He made an Allen split, don't mind me.
軍たちの気持ちが痛いほどわかるな。
似たようなことが全ての師団で起こってるなら。
確かにたまったものじゃないですよね。なんでこんなとこ。
強そうなのがいる。気をつけないと。
Okay, so this fight, we absolutely need Angelica to go last. Zona Burst? Blast Force? Leon's Kiss? Good. Clean. Yuna Duvali, Angelica Tita. Yuna Duvali, Angelica Tita.
ランクアップだね。皇妃様からの賜り物だよ。
No, no, you're not. Yuna Duvali, Angelica Tita. Swap Angelica into number 3. Go to Saint Arc. Without Augusta. Then talk to this Rima Bella person. Who could that be? Run up the most tedious stairs of all time. Kai, why'd you design your house like this? He's pretending to be Blue Blanc. Grab this. And because I fucked up, this is gonna take some extra time. I was supposed to have the Saint Arc fast travel point, but I don't. Not Saint Arc. I was supposed to have the Saint Graal Labyrinth fast travel point, but I don't. Because I'm bad at this game. This is just extra time taken running. And now we retire Dunamis. We swap this into Kaleido and fast travel to depths.
どうやら一区切りですね。
Boss time.
我が道に行く。
I was supposed to menu there, huh? There, menued. I menued, I did it.
「右方面に向かうとすぐミルサンテね。
オーバルギアの調子も確認しておくといい。
了解です。
Okay, so this sequence is incredibly confusing. And in hindsight, I should have learned this on a separate day. I fast traveled out again. Oh my god, this muscle memory. I gotta kick that. This is a time loss. I should just leave like a normal person. Instead of bending space-time to warp in front of Milsante. Just walk out the door like a normal person. This actually saves time. So this fight is exceptionally easy. There we go.
Yes.
そういえば湖に変な名前の怪
And the
物がい
next
る
time we
そうです
menu, we
ね
have to kick out everybody. Like we just cycle.
ガッシー
I think it's better for me if I think of this section as just constantly cycling in people who have 200 CP. And if you don't have 200 CP, you're on the bench. Because we have to use everybody. So here, this guy doesn't have 200. This girl doesn't have 200, so we do that. Because we get Randy here. So Randy can come in and fill. Then we go into this empty house. Then we leave and go to Night Valley. And remember, don't fast travel out. Leave through this door like a normal person. There we go. Which is way faster because the campus is right here. What do I do in the first fight? I forgot the menu. I forgot the menu. I forgot the menu. Oh, I'm bad.
Yes.
I think the last autosave might actually be when the Merkaba landed, which is awkward. Where are they gonna put me, game? Yep. Whatever. We'll redo all this movement. Hopefully this time I won't make the mistake of leaving Milsante the wrong way. I forgot the menu. I was supposed to get the Minotauros, otherwise they don't have the damage to finish that fight. CP in Leaves is so tight. Because this part we're forced to bring an entire party and we can't customize it. So that means we don't have Laura and we don't have Angelica. Which sucks, because Laura gives everyone CP and then Angelica has infinite CP. So we have to be very creative. It also means we have to be very, very concise with who uses S breaks when. And I can't afford to get the order wrong. Okay, just leave through this door like a normal person. This is way faster than fast traveling. There we go. Like a normal person.
Yosh.
You just spat water in my face. What the heck, man?
Yes.
そういえば湖に変な名前の怪物がいるそうですね。
Menu. Don't forget the menu. Don't forget the menu.
あガッシーだったか
確かに何かが潜んでいてもおかしくないふ
They're discussing the Lake Gala monster. Galley, Nessie, whatever. So you need Minotauros. You need Minotauros, otherwise you can't pull your weight. Reen unequips this and that. Prioritize. Whoops. That's why. Prioritize speed, do this. Normal burst, and a forte. There we go. That's the right menu. And then into the campus. Out of the dorms. This is all just my grandmaster plan to delay practicing Ihel Keep because I hate that place. I'm using Kaleido now. I know, I'm sorry. I think Dunamis has been retired. It's got a brief stint though. So this should actually kill everything. Hey! Alright, this is the most confusing menu. I do need no slip. This menu is very confusing. So we do need to make a huge ass detour here because we need emblem. That's how we get everybody to 200 CP, and we just pass it off to everybody who needs it. Get emblem. So who gets emblem? You for sure get emblem because you use your stuff. You for sure get emblem. I think Altina is supposed to swap into Sophia, then swap into emblem. Right? Just let me take a sec to check. That's so incredibly wrong. That's insanely wrong. Hold on. Let me redo my menu. That's right. Also give it to me. Main slot, stockpile ready for re-infield for Altina. I'm gonna do this. Do this. Okay, that's right. I think. Maybe. Who knows? I'll find out if it's wrong. If I can't do the next fights, that means it's wrong. Okay, it was right. Cool. And then we do the Mary fight, which is very simple, I think, if I remember correctly. Just smack the arm. Brave Stone. Brave Stone. Buff. Crescent. Unite. Shadow Rise. It didn't kill? That's shocking. That was a 12-minute split? Oh boy. Fast travel and run to... Nope, that's not it. To the... Fast travel to the pool. Stockpile unit. Huh? What the hell is this fight? This fight wasn't supposed to happen. What the hell is this? Who are you people? Who are you people? Who are you people? No, 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 I don't want this quick save. No, no, no. Oh no, I'm so bad.
そういえば湖に変な名前の怪物がいるそうですね。
I didn't know that fight was there. Oh no.
確かに何かが潜んでいてもおかしくない雰囲気だ。
Well, you gotta watch me do Mary again. Practice, right? All in the name of practice. Oh, you need to unequip this. And unequip this. Prioritize speed. This is Chronoburst, and this is La Forte. Okay, let's just do this section real quick again. I'm an expert at running to this house by now. And then we go grab Emblem. Randy, you need Emblem. Tita, you need Emblem. Green, you need Emblem. Then we menu here and menu here. If I menu wrong, this fight cannot be won. If I menu right, this is over. Good. Why are the students also tanky, man? How are they this strong? Olaf Craig put up less of a fight than these guys. %. Please. Thank you. That wasn't head. Yikes, bye Yuna. Oh, he recovered. That's better. Don't split. I already did the Mary split. What do I do here? Fast travel to the pool.
Yes.
I'm so confused. Well, okay, this is easy. We do these swaps. And then we change these back to Minotaurals. Is this also the same menu where we change his main slot back to Kaleido? And then do this. Do a Sophia switch. Oh, you hug the right wall! Okay. Okay, you can dodge those fights by hugging the wall. I wasn't supposed to do this yet. I was supposed to blast first and brave with you. I think this is still enough damage to win. Maybe? I'll pop Arcadia Spear if not. Okay, well. Messed up, still got it. As soon as this fight is over, change them back to Emblem. And And then we fast travel back to the field and go into the hangar. Okay, so we hug the right wall, noted. Otherwise we will suffer. And this is the strongest mech in the world. Like, I genuinely have no idea how to win this fight if this fails. It didn't fail. So I guess that's a mystery for another day. Hooray. I think he's spawned. Nope. Not body. Isn't this on? Nope. What even is your unbalanced card? I guess I don't care. Bye bye, Yuna. I don't know that guy's unbalanced cards. I don't think I need to if this goes well. Whatever. Well, time for the moment I've been putting off. Rush into the keep. Really, I'm in no rush to learn this, to be honest. I could stand to have less heart attacks in my life. Nope. Nope. This is the way. EP trap 1, that's how we know we're in the right place. So, oh yeah, at some point I was definitely supposed to do this.
やってくれんじゃねえか。
この先も似たようなエリアがいくつかあります。どうかお気をつけて。
At least the track is synchronicity, so getting lost in here isn't awful. It's awful for my time, but the track is great. Please no. Thank you.
EP 吸収フィールドすごい発明だと思いますけど強そうな敵注意しないと
Take the right.
これは狭いな。
EP traps 3. So this fight here is unavoidable. Assault to get. I was supposed to press flee. I was supposed to press flee until Tina just blasted them. It's an acceptable error because she has emblem. She'll get all her CP back anyway. But man. That wasn't supposed to go like that. Then we go to midpoint. Whee! Okay. Don't screw with me. Just let me through. Dark trap 1. The monsters are to the right. Hug left. That's a very generous enemy spawn, to be honest. I do have to walk around them, but they didn't collide into me in the dark. This is the wrong way. Nope. Red. Again? Get me out. If it's anyone but Altina, S breaking is not okay. Okay, grab this serum powder. Oh my god! These guys are too fat. They just block every corridor. Okay, now we go to switch hell. So the first lock is here, I believe. Yes? Athena? Thank you. Red. Wrong way. Yellow. Red. Yep, yellow? Yes, maybe? Yes, okay, this is the right way. Blue, blue. I don't remember doing this in my playthrough. This is all just like a... This is all just a blur. Like, I just remember being trapped in here for a while. I don't remember how I got out. I guess this is one way to force me to learn the route, huh? Okay, so for reasons that I do not have to care about yet, I do need to safety save right before the Michael fight because I absolutely need Altina to kill him. This is not the right way. That was in fact the wrong way. This is the right way. Thanks, Tio. Couldn't have done it without you. I forgot to save. I just booked it in. Oh well. Savings for nerds. Savings for nerds that I messed up. Oh my god, everyone's so slow. Do I get a turn? Oh my god! Everyone's so slow! Alright, that's not how that's supposed to go. You're telling me it was 8 students there, I'm not the first people to move? Huh. How tragic. What does Flawless Order buff? It's just offense. It shouldn't make them take less damage. Which I guess is good news for me. Because if Flawless Order made them take less damage, this will look a lot different. Are you doing this? How am I so slow? Green has speed. I guess this is why people safety save for this fight. Huh. Because, yeah, if you die, you just get to walk. Huh. That's interesting. And my entire backup team has no CP because the way this has been routed. So you can't even rely on the backup to kill if your main team decides. You actually just lose. Let me see what the order is. So it's technically easy. Tita S breaks. Oh, Tita goes first. Okay, okay. That's why this seemed impossible. I was fishing for Tita to move. That's not correct. That is not correct at all. Peter goes first.
油断大敵ですね。
さあ
I clicked out Tina. Can I take this back? That's not right. That's not the right person. Okay, whatever. Whatever. That's not the right person. Whatever. Man, I've never lost to students this much. I remember this fight being it wasn't that bad in the casual playthrough. Because in my casual playthrough, I think it came to like turn 40 or turn 50 before I won. It wasn't that bad. Mostly because in my casual playthrough just stack Musei and Musei nuke them all down. So man, this is doing this fight is kinda hard. You do need things to go. You need things to go your way. I do think Omega Impulse just takes down a bunch of people. I think that's how you get. That's how you buy enough time to get a turn. Because you do need to. You need to open up with an S phase. All right, we'll try this again. Can you guys not kill Rin? That's all I ask. Don't kill Rin. Why are you killing Rin? Is my Rin just slower now? Wow, what the hell is this fight, man? Because if Rin dies, you just get to watch like a 2-minute exhibition of main campus flexing on you. This is just them showing off. Even as one of the students cast Nemesis Arrow the wrong way. This place truly is an iron hell, Keith. Nothing in here is pleasant. So Rin needs to live for a long time. I think it's better if Michael doesn't open up his order, but he's gonna. They're gonna do that and Rin's gonna die. This is hopeless, I think. Healing is okay. First Mirage is not. Actually, no, Rin lives. Rin lives. Rin lives! All Tina's dead. There are many things that went wrong there. Do I have a backup strat? I don't even know, man. You know what? You know what my backup strat is? My backup strat is my backup save. Yeah. I had whoops, sorry, change the seat. I had an extra backup save. So it's time to invoke that. I don't think this fight is that hard. I must be screwing something up. Wait, what? Not sync to the cloud? Don't give me that, Steam, please. I don't think this fight is supposed to be that difficult. We'll see. Where's my safety save? There's my safety save. I think everything here is still correct. Alright, let's trigger the fight, see how it goes. Michael didn't open up his order. What the heck, man? When did you get that merciful? Alright, it's over. It's over. That's a very cruel, unforgiving sequence if you don't get that off. Wow. I have no words. That's insane. Okay, well, we gotta do it again. We have to practice this again. All of this is so sloppy. It's unacceptably bad. So let's do it again. This entire leaf section is the bane of my existence. Laura Angelica. Laura Angelica. Laura Angelica. We don't need to menu yet because we gotta wait for Agate to join us.
セントアークは左手か。君たちは先日来てるんだな。
ええ、得意点を探しに。
There are a lot of things in this section that's very easy to forget, and if you forget, you're done. It's very cruel. Guess that just means I have to double down and not mess up. It's on me to screw up, really. I think okay, maybe it might be fast travel to Noble. Who knows? Can I navigate these chairs? Not efficiently. Oh. Now we hear Altina sing. Just kidding. This takes us to the fortress. Walk in this cutscene. This will trigger a preparation. Do this, do this. This is very important to get this party order correct. Minotaurus. I equip. This little robot will ruin my life if I don't watch out for him. Now remember to activate the correct S brakes. That's a very unique way to die. That's a unique way to die, if nothing else. This little robot will ruin my life. Alright, let's reset. Yep. The little robot that could. The heck? There we go. Oh wait, I'm supposed to talk to him. Gandalf, you're my man. Doing that side quest takes a minute.
君たちは先
Interesting.
日来てるんだな。
ええ、得意点を探しに。
Huh.
教官よりもこの辺りは詳しい。
Next time I'll just fast travel. This place is interesting though, because you have to do a lot of forced fights. Fall asleep hard? Wow. I'm glad you're awake now. Oh, not again, not today. You're not gonna make me reset again. So this is Crimson Break, and then Angelica. Power Plus while they have me all cold? Yeah, I can relate, man. And also, like, when you're generally watching anything, like be it a video or any sort of video or broadcasting or live TV or anything really, your mind just kind of shuts everything else off, so it gives you time for your other body parts to fall asleep. Now we gotta wait. Oh, we don't have to wait because that section took so long. How are they alive? This place makes no sense at all. I know, right? Apparently everyone in this fortress travels by vent. Because there's no way to reach that room without crawling through here. How do people get in here? This switch powers an entire shutter. How are you supposed to reach this room without crawling through this vent? Whoops. I messed up. That's a lot of kills for Angelica. Good. Okay, now we go fight Alan. Do I remember Alan? I don't. I don't remember Alan, but I'll wing it. Oh, but first we gotta cross with some vents. Alan time.
Morgan Shogun.
No, this is Bravestone. Defend. Defend. Buff. Bravestone. And now if Yuna dies, it's okay. We have a 90% chance to win this fight. We got it. Easy clap. Alan, you embarrassment. Nope, that's a shutter. Oh, hello. Just waiting at the door for me, huh? That's an EP charge 4. I don't need it. Okay, so the only thing that can screw us up here is if Olaf goes first. But Olaf is slow. Yes, good. That's not it. I just lost. Whoops. I once again forgot to do something very important. Hold on. It's faster to just reset the run. Ah, that one hurts. That one hurts. That one hurts because it's entirely on me. I completely forgot to do something. You know what? It's a 7-minute time loss technically, because we just restart. Whatever. Hopefully our early splits are cleaner too, and this time maybe I won't forget to eat something. Okay, just get this side quest out of the way real quick. Man, this is like the third time I'm fixing your distillery for you. There are certain things I can't forget to do, otherwise I'll lose. So here I have to do this. I think this guy can also make you orbs if you forget. Maybe. Does anyone remember if the guy on the Merkaba can make you EX stones? The run to Saint Arc fortunately isn't too long. Halfway through you just get eaten inside the city. Okay, so this time let me try the fast travel tag to see if it's faster. So we talk to these people, skip. Technically faster if I menu right. Oh, it also changes the pattern here because we don't enter through that entrance. That seems faster. Feels faster at least. I didn't even do optimal menuing. Like I had to stop and find where Noble was. And this will take us into the fortress. There we go. And finally we can menu. Oh, hello. Okay, do not forget Crimson Break. That's beautiful. That's perfect.
よし
まだ
さすが帝国軍最強の師団兵というか。
一人一人の連動
Wait,
は
wait, wait.
僕
Good.
たちをはい
行くぞ。あ、
深く小尺な
Okay, let's not forget to eat the EP charge, otherwise we'll be screwed for the next fight. There we go. Nom nom.
生き返るな。
これは狭いな
I think that was good. This is where we need to go.
よし。任せるがよ。
Perfect. Kinda perfect. There we go. I don't think Angelica can kill them all, even with really good rolls, so I'll just say that's ideal and leave it there.
よいしょ。よいしょ。
Hit this switch.
面倒そうな相手だ
Then we
ぜ
go fight Alan. It's gonna be a slower split in general, just because
しかし赤毛
my
の
game
クレイ
isn't
か
that optimized, and when I first launched the game, it has to go through longer loading screens.
モルガン氏。
But I don't think this is necessarily any slower than last time. Gravestone.
感謝します。行くわ
Dead.
よ。
Dead.
私の
90%.
私の番ね。
ありがとう行くぞ
No! It happened.
私の番です。
なんとかしなければ。
行くわよ。
It actually happened. Ah. We failed the 90%. Ah, joke's on me.
気持ちが痛いほどわかるな
似たようなことが全ての師団で起こってるなら。
確かにたまったものじゃないですよね。なんでこんなとこ。
That was a very tight squeeze. Glad I made it out of that one.
強そうなのがい
Oh
る。
my god, that tank is just zooming.
第四の紋章
Good.
任せるがよ。あ、
こ
Easy.
れやるな見事だ
If you don't mess up, easy.
よし
And now, the Town of Nightmares.
ランクアップだ。皇妃様からの賜り物だよ。
The Town of Nightmares. Take her. Nope. Reset. Okay, take Yuna. And then this. Good. Do we need to menu? No, we don't need to menu yet. Yeah, we don't need to menu yet. I hope. I'll find out. If the dolls kick my ass, it's because I didn't menu here. Alright. Moment of truth. Don't destroy me. Don't destroy me, please. I don't think I don't even need an order. It's just this, this, and this. Oh wow, the dolls died already. Whoops. Maybe that's not supposed to happen. It's probably fine. Alright, Town of Nightmares, let's go. Swap here and swap here. Book it, book it. It does not take 12 minutes to reach Mary. That I can promise you.
右方面に向かうとすぐミルサンテね。
オーバルギアの調子も確認しておくといい。
了解です。各種リカバーしました。
Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh no. I just want a very clean run through Einhell Key. That's all I ask for. That includes the boss fight at the end. If I can practice this section and get it very consistent, I'll be very happy. And obviously that doesn't just mean tonight. I'm gonna have to run a lot of offline practice for not just Act 2, but the whole game in general. Turns out some of my earlier moves that I just forgot to do is now coming back to haunt me. Surprise, surprise. So, at some point over the week, when I have time, I'll have to run through the entire game from start to right before the Pantagruel sequence, and make sure everything is done right. Because not having things in the correct places is actually really haunting me. Yesterday was the random heat up, and today it's just a lot of other things. Maybe it does take a long time to reach Mary. Huh. It shouldn't take 8 minutes to reach Makarov though. Makarov is like a minute after. I think this is all you need to do? Yeah. Okay.
よし
Is that correct? Yeah, sure. I'll just say that's correct. Good. Now it's time for Mary. No! Whoops. Whoops. My bad. That was genuinely terrifying. Whoops. I used the wrong stone. Nice. Alright, now we do the other fight that sucks. Well, bye, Yuna. You know, that's actually somehow the cleanest Makarov fight I've ever had.
よし行くとすっか。
Oh, I don't like this place.
ドキドキしますね。
I don't like this place. I don't like this place. I don't like this place.
せい。
止まったか。じじいやってくれんじゃねえか。
この先も似たようなエリアがいくつかあります。
俺の番だな。
どうかお気をつけて。オーバルディア
ここ
直します。
次に行こう。
Just don't like that happen.
これは狭いな。
強敵か。
Up.
警戒を怠んなよ。
よし解除できたか。
あのマッド博士 EP 吸収フィールドすごい発想だとは思いますけど、強そうな敵注意しないと。よいしょよいしょ。
Right, let's not forget to open this log because last time that was embarrassing.
いや
ここ
What?
ここは引く。
あと一着それじゃあまたね。
That's not supposed to happen. Marine is a bit squishier now, I guess. That's gonna be scary.
解除されました。前方にあるゲートも開いたみたいですね。ええ。あとはもう一つの端末ですね。動かすと近道となる足場が上がりますので。強そうな敵。厄介ね。
おいおいまたあのトラップじゃねえだろうな。い
え、そこにはありませんが、新規のトラップが別の場所にあります。パズル的な構造のフロアに
Two enemies to the right. Good.
了解。
This place sucks if you get
注意
ambushed.
して進もう。
Mental slap on the wrist. Don't go that way. Nope. Screw that one up.
強敵か。
Don't hit that Nephorensis.
敵の徘徊も確認。
It's gonna run into me at this
かわし
corner.
つつ端末を探す
Run.
ぞ。
Take the long way around.
手強いぞ。
That was not long enough, apparently.
次に行こ
Nephorensis are too big. They should nerf their
解除で
size.
きました。しかし、
Maybe the size of
すごい
Altina.
発明
That would
で
be
すね。
great.
いや、もう少し有意義なことに使ってくれたらいいのに。まあ、ああいう人には今更なのではないかと。
こら聞こえているぞ。
Oh shit, this is the wrong way. That's not the right switch. I'm so good at this game. Just don't think about that too much.
なんとなくつかめてきやが。
う。よし。次に行こ
I'm also destined to run into this thing. I have to pass through the middle like 5 times, and it's a very narrow corridor. I'm bound to run into that thing sooner or later.
強そうな敵。厄介ね。
う。おっと。奥への道が開いたか。
ええ、そこを飛び降りて、先ほどの端末を戻してください。
Tio, I love you, but please. This is not helping.
いや、もしかしてこれでやっと。はい、終点へのルートが確 敗して仮想に降りればめでたくレベルクリアです。よーし、もうひと踏ん張り。
どうやら区切りそう
俺の番だな。行くぞ。
Holy hell.
迎撃完了。
24 minutes.
レベルアップです。
Oh, the dread. The dread.
各地ラスト。
まだ
The dread. My god. Oh. I'm going to call it off here. I know it's early, by like half an hour, but honestly, iHow's making my head spin, and it's I got an okay run through it. I think looking in retrospect of that last run, it was okay. I still got lost at like 3 different places. Then those are just places I have to like hardwire into my muscle memory to like, no, don't go right, don't go left. And also dodging some of the monsters, because Draknor is surprisingly nasty with his spawns. The corridors are so narrow. But anyway, I think I might just call it off here. I know it's 30 minutes early, but Jesus Christ, my brain is fried. God. iHowKey broke me, man. But at least the worst is behind us. Until before my next stream, I will try to get a clean enough save file to this point. So next week we can start the Pantagruel sequence. And we're nearing the end of the game, kind of. There's still like about an hour or so of gameplay left in terms of like optimal speedrun settings. We have Pantagruel and 2 rivalries. And after the rivalries is going to be the final dungeon. Pretty bulky boys to learn, and I'm going to take it slow. That being said, I do have next streaming projects. So after I finish learning the Coastio speedrun, I'm going to be doing a ton of it off stream because I don't want to like wait until every Friday and Saturday and say, okay, now let's do a speedrun, because that's not how learning a speedrun go. I just end up forgetting everything before the next Friday. There's too much gap in between. I'm going to be running the game a lot off stream, and then that means of course I have to record all of them. But that's a better way to practice the full run from start to finish. So after the stream, it's going to be very seldomly playing this on stream. I have other things lined up. Rune Factory 4 is coming out on Steam, and apparently I'm going to have to buy that game a 3rd time. And I'll stream a little bit of that because it's a more chill time. And also for the first time ever, it's going to be something non-Trails. That's a mainline thing that I'm playing on stream. So that'll be hype. I think that'll be fun. This is going to be the wrap up. Thank you for showing up and coming along, and thank you for watching me suffer through Ein Hell Keep. I know exactly what I'm naming that split. It's just Ein Hell. We will see you guys tomorrow on Neo's stream when he comes back. Hopefully his family will have recovered from their from Youngblood's nasty bout with pneumonia. I'm wishing them the best and speedy recoveries there. If he's ready to stream on Sunday, then we'll see you out there. If not, then we'll see what we can do. But this is going to be it for me for this weekend. I'll see you guys next Friday. We will board a Pantagruel. We will do the end of Act 2 boss rush gauntlet there as well, which I'm sure will be fun because you get to use Estelle, I'm pretty sure. We'll see how it goes. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your week. And for the rest of you, have a great start of your week because Sunday is coming up. See ya.